Good evening. Welcome to The Stars Are Aligned podcast with Travis and Sterlann Brown. Today, where we discuss relationships, parenting, uh, pretty much any other topic that comes up. This is episode 6. We will be talking about interests this episode. Um, as you can kind of see, my shirt says "Gaming makes me happy."
We're doing t-shirts?
I've always done T-shirts. You
I would have
haven't?
worn one of my t-shirts.
Have you not
Like the one that
noticed?
I just bought that said
She is officially,
favorite favorite daughter-in-law.
yes. But as you can kind of see, we have different interests
Yeah,
from time to time.
definitely.
Uh, so we can still get along. She's not into what I'm into. I'm not always into everything she's into. But we don't close off each other from that. Where it's not like, oh, you can't do this thing that I'm doing.
Exactly, because if it's something that you want to introduce me to and see if I like, I'll try it. If I truly don't like it, you're okay with me not being involved in it.
Yeah, I mean, especially with TV shows, you get about 3 episodes with me, period. And if I'm not feeling it by then, sorry, can't
Adios.
can't do it with you.
Yeah.
But when we do get together on a show, we
Oh,
go,
hard.
woo.
We are all about it. Game of Thrones,
Before that, House of
House
Cards,
of Cards,
and what was it, Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we
And The
destroyed the
Queen.
all of the Walking Dead up
Walking up
until
until
7 or 8, something
yeah,
like
then it
that.
got a little too
Bad.
much. But yeah, we've had several shows that we've really invested our time into and love talking about. Oh, I think one of our really personable favorites was the show, the show that had the couples,
Oh, Black Love.
Black Love on OWN. Please find time to watch all the episodes and seasons of Black Love.
Yeah, that became like our
Uh,
weekly thing to just get
that
together and, hey, let's watch this together.
Yes, it was great sessions of other people, other types of couples, talking about their lives, and we really were able to relate to it and were able to have a discussion. It was like therapy for us. Tune into it. It's a great show. But first, before we get started with ours, I really want to dedicate this to little Gregory,
Yes.
who recently passed away, our cousin, way too early. So we love you. We love all the family. And this is dedicated to you.
Yes. And prayers to everyone that you left behind. Man, way too soon. Just way too soon.
So, back to.
Yes. Again, in addition to video games, I'm into like Star Wars, Star Trek, a whole lot of science fiction and fantasy. Yeah, as you can see, that's not enough to hold her attention for very long.
No, because even when we went to see one of the Star Wars shows,
You were dead
I
sleep.
had, okay, I was asleep and I didn't know what the characters were about. So you wanted to quiz me before the movie.
Well, I mean, you did say you wanted to go to a Comic Con with me, and there's just a certain level of base knowledge you have to have. I'm not saying you have to recognize everybody from every episode and the name of that episode, but if you can't tell the difference between Captain Picard and Luke Skywalker, get out. Just go. This isn't for you.
Yeah.
You're not going to be that person.
So a lot of times we tell each other that we were truly made for each other.
Mm.
We were our bodies and our souls and our minds were generated for our connection, even though we have different interests and different hobbies. We still find our way to respect each other's differences and open to
the space and time it takes to do those things. Like,
Yes, yes. Like I like gardening,
yeah,
and it's not like professional gardening. It's just really time for me to have me time,
hmm
enjoy the beauty of nature, and enjoy what how I can make things grow. I'm still learning, but I do like that time. He doesn't do that, but he
no,
respects it.
I'm not out there trimming and clipping with you, but if you need mulch brought in, I can do that. If you
And when
need,
he did trim and clip, he killed the bushes.
oh, we're going there.
I'm just
We're,
saying, we
I'm
no
sorry,
longer have the orange tree.
Miss. Okay, who told me to cut it? But that's a different thing altogether. That's fine. I'm just saying, garden center's got a lot of receipts with your name on it. So please, don't, don't make this a thing.
So my husband is into science fiction, Chicago Bears. But when I say science fiction, it's a lot of Star Wars, Star Trek, oh,
Anything
anything in the
science fiction.
space.
Anything science fiction. Because The Expanse just came back yesterday.
And you were watching the other show.
Yes, The Expanse.
No, that one before that.
Oh, The Wheel of Time.
The Wheel of
That's
Time.
fantasy, but again, she's not going to a Comic Con anytime soon.
I will.
She will, but there's got to be a lot of learning going.
I can be an innocent, a tourist.
Okay, we'll get you that badge that says that.
But even though I'm not interested in those types of things, I don't look down on it. I don't ridicule it. I don't, make fun of it. I like that he likes different things. I think if we only like the same things, we would be kind of bored because this will allow us to kind of have our own space and our own desires to be able to come back together as one later on and talk about the things that you've been through. I love listening to things that he's experienced.
And that space, that separation from each other is, in my opinion, kind of healthy because
Yes.
it's like, okay, you gotta go because no, you're asking too many questions, or I'm not even in this for
Mm-hmm.
what you think I'm in this for.
Exactly.
You need to step away from me right now. That's kind of the experience we get. And then when we do have a show, like we'll marathon Law and Order all day
Mm,
and have no problem being in each other's presence.
right.
And I mean, we're not even really watching the episodes. It's just being in each other's presence and something's on in the background.
Right. See, I do Facebook. He
I
doesn't
don't
touch it.
touch
Even though he has an account, he doesn't touch it. So if you
not a
Facebook him,
bit.
he doesn't see it.
I I barely answer text messages. So
Yeah. So it's just things like I like to shop for clothes, he doesn't. Um
fair.
what else are some of our interests?
Oh, I stay like on top of current events a lot more, especially politics, a
I don't
lot more
like
than
it.
you do. Um,
I barely know who the vice president's name is.
which vice president do you think there is right now?
Carmelo? Carmel?
Kam-
Carmela.
Kamala.
Kamala. At least,
But we'll again.
And it's not that I'm ignorant. I just don't care.
And that's true. She's definitely not ignorant. She just has a whole lot of. You're not worth my time to
Yeah.
know that.
And I think in some of our previous podcasts, we talked about even our parenting skills, maybe a little different,
Right.
but we respect each other's differences and we learn from it. So there's a lot of things that, with my husband growing up with military background in the Marines, I didn't, and but I still learn and appreciate some of the training and skills that he has when it comes to structure and detail. I still may not be very detailed because if I have to explain something to him or if he asks me, well, what did the technician say? I'm a bottom line person. So I just want to know what the bottom line is, and all the details are irrelevant.
Yes.
He needs to have details, not in just that, but even if I need to talk about my feelings, he needs details.
Okay, they just worked on the foundation. If we didn't know how bad or how out of whack it was,
It wasn't that
how would
bad.
I know it wasn't that bad?
Why wasn't it that bad?
We caught it
Because
early. Yeah.
wait, who?
Yes. You said call the technicians, get somebody out here to check the foundation.
ASAP.
Yes, but the foundation problem started months ago. But anyway, if we didn't know how far off the foundation was, how would we know when it's gotten fixed? How will we know when it's gotten better?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I need the details. So now if we notice that foundation going off again, we know, okay, well, we had it fixed here, here, and here before, and it was at this level before. Not knowing those details is a problem for me because how else am I going to know what we've already done?
And if they ask me, I would just say it's been fixed before.
Yeah.
That's the only information I could ever tell them.
Hold on, I'll go find the folder. You tell me what it looks like.
Exactly. And when you say that, that's funny because even with the details of our children, I'm very bad with that. I mean, I'm great at what I do at work, but it's
Nice save.
just in case my employers are
Just in
watching.
case state is watching, yeah.
It's when it came to knowing their birthdays, anniversaries, I'm terrible with those things, and my husband is fantastic with it.
But ask her what 302's medication are, and she'll know that
Oh
off the
yeah,
top of
I surely would. I surely
We
would.
won't violate HIPAA here tonight,
Not
but
tonight.
she
Trying to keep a job.
she'll keep track of that. No problem. This building, the last building, 10 buildings to go, and she knows. But that's just, I guess it's more of just familiarity with this, dealing with that situation.
Yeah. And even getting introduced to some of the things that he likes that I didn't even had any interest in it prior to. And same thing with him. I think when I introduced the spa sessions and the massages,
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't usually take those things. I didn't really do a whole lot of it, but I wanted to. But now that I had my husband, who I said, well, let me share that with him. Maybe I'll enjoy it more, and we'll love it together as a time of
Just
self,
relaxation
yeah,
and self care.
self
Yeah.
care. Who else to do it with other than my husband? And we really started liking that together. So that's one thing that we both enjoy together.
Right. And I was watching Game of Thrones from the jump, and then you saw, I think the Khaleesi episode where she ate the horse and
The
horse
horse's
heart,
heart.
and it was game on from there. She's like,
That was a bad sister.
when's the next season coming?
Oh, all I had to see was that bad sister. Oh yes, mother of dragons.
And then the same with the Expanse. You saw
The lady with the outfits.
Yeah, Avasarala.
That's a bad sister. I love power in women.
So you'll be surprised what you can grow into in terms of interest, even if it's something that you're really not into right now, just on a surface level.
Yeah, just being open to it.
Right. And exactly, just not closing it off, saying, "Oh, that's dumb. That's a waste of time. I don't want to do it."
Yeah.
It's okay if you're busy or I'm busy and we just can't physically do it.
Yeah.
But there's very few situations where we just say, "No, I'm not going to."
Yeah, we don't do that. You can kindly excuse yourself or say or just be honest. Say I'm not interested in that.
Right.
And
meh is an answer.
eh. But I think I learn a lot. So I think the best learning experience I have is being open to suggestions and new experiences with you. So like today, one of the things you said yesterday is that you really wanted to just take a walk.
Right.
And we made that happen. Um, thank you to my son's girlfriend, Elizabeth. She
And her
came, and her
sister,
sister, they came,
Alyssa.
Alyssa. See, he's good with the names and details. um, they came and helped watch the boys while we just took a stroll. I mean, there was no time frame really. There was no
Rush. There was no
rush.
distance that we were going to set out and walk. It was, let's
Let's
just
just
go for a walk.
go. Yeah. And those things don't happen every day, but when they do,
Hmm.
we love the little things, and cherish those little things that make a big difference because we get to reflect back on them.
Right. And that's part of why I just wanted to do that, to have something more than, just the physical
Oh,
experiences with my wife to look back on.
now that we have in common, I mean, the lovemaking is amazing
Yeah.
every time.
But, just to have memories together of like, hey, you remember when we went and did X, Y, Z, or we saw this, or,
Hmm.
just to have
Who
some.
bought you that T-shirt?
You did? As you said, I don't really go shopping for
It looks
clothing.
new.
It's newer, yeah. See, she can't even remember when she ordered it. That's okay.
I ordered that.
Yeah. When else would I have gotten it?
I don't know. It's cute.
My birthday was months ago.
That was for your birthday.
No, that was. Oh my god. We're about to roll up on my 45th, and you're saying
45. I thought you was 43.
again. This is the level of detail orientation. That's the difference between us. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm sorry, babe.
It's fine. No,
I would have known sooner or later.
eventually, yes, you would have found out. I mean, you could always check my Facebook profile. It's there.
Yeah, no activity. By the way, I made this drink. Thank you to a coworker of mine. Her name is Marcia. She works. She's a housekeeper at my job, and she told me I was very unsuccessful in making my first margarita, and she kind of gave me some hints about how to do it, and this is amazing. So thank you, Marcia.
I'll save the thank yous for later, Marcia, to see how this turns out first. But next episode there may or may not be a shout out for you. I'll let you know.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that.
And I think one of the things he's also not interested in is my decor.
I just don't get involved with it.
Yeah, when I decorate the house, he has no input in it other than whether he likes it or not.
Positioning maybe, or
But I do all of that, and
yeah, she
that's
picks
just
it all out, and
yeah, it's not his cup of tea.
now granted the people at the furniture store know my name,
Yes,
because I'm usually there
but
picking up
picking it
whatever.
up, what I've ordered.
Right. But yeah, in terms of like, no, we should go with this theme or that theme or this versus, I just don't get involved in it until it's time to either move it around or move it in, or that. That's basically all.
But he lets me be. He lets me explore. He lets me be myself. And I think that is extremely important because we let each other be ourselves because we're not harmful to each other
Right.
and we're not toxic to each other. Um, I think we so much appreciate each other's differences because I would really hate if we were so much alike. I don't think that would be so
Well,
boring.
yeah, the things I'm into kind of help define who I am anyway. I mean, I've been a Star Wars fan since 1977, so it's part of who I am right now. It's what I do. I mean, you can't see the picture over my shoulder here. I'm kind of blocking it, but there's us in a Star Wars picture.
What's her name? Layla? Leah? Princess Leia.
No, Your Princess Amidala or Queen Amidala, but that's
She's not Princess Leia?
no, she's Princess Leia's mother. And I'm Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah.
But again, we'll get her to the Comic Con.
We look good in the picture. You look cute.
We will get there at some point.
How long ago was that picture taken?
That
like
was
10?
before the boys.
Really?
Yes, that was our trip to San Antonio.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, it was.
At Ripley's.
Yes, it was.
Mm-hmm. Details. Ladies and gentlemen.
Bottom line. We got the picture done. That's what I know. I know the picture's been taken.
Yes, we look good in it, and that's all she needs to know. Else we would have had to retake that photo.
Right.
Until we got it right. But yeah, you can be vastly different from each other and still find a way to come back to each other.
Exactly. Especially when it comes to problem solving. You may think of a way to solve a problem differently than I would.
Right.
But the discussion, the dialogue, the respect to listen to each other's perspective makes the problem solving a lot easier, because I'm not shutting you out and saying it's either my way or no way, and you don't do the same thing. We definitely look at each other's strengths and weaknesses, and we come up with ideas to combine it, I guess. A mutual ground.
Right. And I may not get her point of reference, so I'll ask questions, and she's definitely
too many questions.
She's not going to get my points of reference, but we can both tell that, hey, okay, there seems to be some kind of experience or some kind of anecdote that can be added here, and it's like you said, being open to what the other person is saying.
Yeah.
Anecdote can be helpful in terms of, okay, there seems to be some level of, this person knows what they're talking about. So let's go ahead and listen to what they have to say and see if we can figure it out going forward and apply it to the problem that we have now ahead of us.
Yes. Been several times where I've said, you know what, maybe he is right.
I'm sorry, say that into the microphone.
You say no. The thing is that you don't say it, and you don't say it. He never says I'm sorry. He never agrees that I'm right. But those are our differences, because I'll say I'm sorry, and I'll let you know when you're right.
I do let you.
You know how he let me know that he was sorry? It was in a birthday card.
Which is fitting and appropriate, was it not?
And I never heard it again, or before the birthday card.
Agree to disagree, but I respect your opinion, and that is your opinion.
Thank you for respecting it, because it's the truth. We also, we talk about differences in family dynamics, and we listen to each other about things that we go through, things we've had to experience, things that we're going through currently, and talking it through. Because a lot of times you'll have ideas that I never would have thought about.
Because, like you said, on the decor, I may not have the definitive opinion on it, but if
He's colorblind. No sense of style.
Okay, back to the whole lot of I don't care enough about that versus being afflicted with color blindness. That's okay.
Yeah.
But,
he doesn't like my throw pillows, nothing.
No, I like your throw pillows. There are 2 we're sitting on right now. It's the other 14 that go on the bed that I have a bit of an issue with. But, remember we had 22 pillows on the bed at one point?
I don't know.
Right. See, she forgets about the decor
I
she
doubt
used to have.
I doubt if we had 22. He embellishes.
We just didn't bring those pillows with us to the new house. That's the only difference. Small blue ones, then the small tan ones, and then there was a green one in there somewhere. And I think we're actually sitting on a couple of them right now. But anyway.
You're right.
it all works for us because yes, the different personalities we have and the way our interests help us get through.
Yes, and
And
make us stronger and make us evolve with each other. It's we have fun.
right, it just gives us two vectors of learning that we may not be able to do by ourselves, and we're able to apply it to
Everyday
anything that
life.
we're working with together. So
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, definitely. So the moral of the story is whoever your significant other is, don't belittle their differences. Don't judge them negatively. Have fun with it. Enjoy it, respect it. You'll be amazed at how much you grow and evolve and learn more about each other just by allowing that person to just be who they want to be. And as long as they're not harming the family,
right,
they're not harming each other. Um, just be. There's the worst thing to do is keep somebody in a box
right, because
and restrict them. You know.
I'm constantly reminded of when she started the garden. I had no idea she was gonna go at it as hard as she did, and she keeps trying, and she's
Yeah.
getting good at it.
Yeah.
But I don't think you even knew
No,
that
not
you
at
would
all. Not
be
until we
able to.
got our first home.
Right, and but then and everybody who knows her now is like, oh yeah, she's in the
Yeah, she
garden.
likes gardening.
she's
Yes. I mean, I'm
so
not. I'm still learning. So I
right.
just love the process of learning that I do love.
Yeah, and for me, getting into new shows, getting into new books is something that I thoroughly enjoy. Um, and the
And I
fact
don't
that
like to read.
yeah, and the fact that you're not like on me is like, why this book? Why that book? Why this show? Why that? That helps me grow into a different person than I was what 5 years ago, 10 years. That helps me evolve. She's evolved. We're growing together. So that's three things all growing,
Right.
and that means that there's vibrancy and life and sustainability there for us. Because if it was just no, I'm gonna bend you into this shape and you're gonna
Yeah.
be
Oh
into
my
this little
gosh.
thing, we would have split a
A long
long time
time
ago.
ago. Mm-mm. So, like I said earlier, I don't like to read books. He does. I like to hear about what he says. I mean, what he reads, the short version, because after about 5 minutes, you've lost me. Um,
She asked me about Lord of the Rings. That did not go very well. I don't know
yeah,
how to condense that into the cliff
yeah,
notes. I
that's
really don't.
but just summarize it, and then I move on to something
Yeah,
else.
there's a ring involved.
Something about a
and
ring.
and a bad guy. So
Yeah. So I definitely want to thank everyone for tuning in to us. I know it's been a couple weeks since we've had our latest episode. Um, we've had some conflicts with our schedules,
right.
but
And trying to wait for the new computer, but still struggling with that. See, she's just not interested in
not interested in that damn computer. But he loves it. He's waiting for it, and I am interested in how excited he is when it gets here.
Right. And hopefully, I mean, once it gets here, I think we should be on a better in terms of schedule and definitely in processing these episodes to get them out faster. That should help, definitely help with that.
It's just a computer.
No, it's an upgrade. Um,
It has nothing to do with our schedule.
mm, I still got to process these things, babe, and if I can do that faster, I can get it done faster. Because there's a whole lot of now I want to get it done faster.
Okay, I can see it.
We'll get there. I guess once the stars align.
That damn computer.
But thank you all for watching. Please go ahead, leave a like, share and subscribe if you don't mind. Keep the channel going. So when we do get back to you guys, everything will be copacetic, right?
Maybe. And please give us suggestions. Leave a comment. Let us know what you like and what you don't like. We love to have suggestions on new topics that we can talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so please don't hesitate to leave those comments in the comment section.
Yeah, and we're going back and labeling all of these episodes for the topics for the playlist. So if you actually get notifications on these, you'll be able to search through that a little bit faster in the playlist. Um, but outside of that, we're good, right?
We're good.
We're good.
We're real
All right.
good.
We'll see you again when the stars are aligned. Bye.
Bye.